love a good old-fashioned suicide train.
Mm.
Hi, I'm Raymond, and you're listening to Insert Quest here. Today we are going to be playing Numenera. This is episode 9, at the very least. Brandon's our GM. Brandon, what are we doing?
I don't know, you're in some kind of slimy tunnel. No, last time
Reminds
we
me
got
of my
a
wedding night.
large info dump from the real Grieve Binma, and they also figured out where um, his hat came from and where Mirren's weird bug person mate friend is, maybe-ish. So, let's go into this weird tunnel. So,
And there's some kind of renderer of stone down here.
yes, the trencher.
Yes, the trencher.
He's gonna trench you, apparently.
Cool. So we're walking down here.
Okay. So,
It's real dark and stuff. Good thing we have adventuring kits.
yeah, are you lighting some kind of glow globes or torches or other equipment we don't know
If
about?
only I could breathe fire.
I think I used the last of my glow globes,
Your glow
but
globes are spent.
yeah, maybe can I make some kind of a torch?
We have torches, don't we?
Do we?
We have the things in our bags, the wizard glow sticks.
Well, so Ryan's out. Do you have any?
Probably. Let me just check. It's in the
Probably
explorer's bag, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I have some.
Okay.
Jacob activates his glowing orb.
Don't we all wish that we could all activate our glowing orbs?
Mm-hmm. If we didn't have any glow globes left, I still had that disgusting meat cylinder that I got from the machine back in the bar. I was gonna see
Oh,
if I could...
also, your shoulder-mounted thing was illuminating our path as well, Brent. I remember Brandon describing it as we walked in.
Yeah, that's right. I have a little shoulder-mounted health tracker and
Oh,
flashlight,
right.
When will
Did
it
you
hit
say
random
flashlight
activity?
or flashlight?
Flashlight.
That would certainly make more sense.
Oh
So,
my god.
let's talk about this tunnel. Let's see. So, the large tunnel of this supposed trencher's lair, while seemingly dug out in some way, like it looks like something dug this out, there's also signs that it was actually once some kind of tunnel. There are, pieces of stone that look flat and brick-like, one might say. The exact purpose of the tunnel doesn't seem apparent. Like, it's not like, oh, this is the entry point for the Ladon sewer maintenance people to go down into. As I mentioned before, there is a clear slime that covers the wall. It's a very thin layer of slime.
I run my hand through the slime and then sniff it.
Oh my god.
Well, as you kind of put your finger in it, it kind of stings, and you quickly pull your hand back, I assume, unless you're some kind of
Idiot.
idiot. Yes.
I mean, my intellect is high.
Okay, so then not. There's a smell in the air. It's kind of brackish, both in the unpleasant sense and in the salty sense, as, you are near the ocean. There's also a tinge of, metal.
Mm.
The scent in the air.
Like blood?
No, just like metal. It's like a metallic. Like if you kind of like taste the air, it kind of has a metallic tang to it. Tangy metallic taste.
It's probably chromium.
Delicious, delicious, harmful chemicals in the air.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Low tide, sewage, and a creature's lair. We've hit the trifecta.
So
We head deeper into the trench.
okay.
Hers layer.
You continue for about 100 feet, so around 30 meters. And the tunnel you're in separates into a T intersection and continues on for some amount of feet. At the end of the tunnel, there's a dim green light that kind of ushers from around a corner out of a door.
Which way do you think we should go?
Door.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
So you go straight forward towards the light.
Yep.
Okay.
Unless Jacob objects, which he doesn't seem to be.
Nope.
So you kind of go around the corner, maybe stopping at the edge of the doorway. The kind of dark stone that the tunnel is made out of changes into a bright silver grating that extends along the wall in this tall circular area that you're in now. And the green is coming from a shimmering field that kind of is at the edge of this grate. The grate's about like 2-person wide. 2 people can stand shoulder to shoulder, not comfortably. But the green field extends perhaps, as tall as a tall man, and then over back to the wall, like some kind of canopy. So it's kind of connected to the wall itself, this silver grating. There's a hole and a ladder that descends into the darkness. And at the end of this grating, there's another doorway. So, who wants? Let's
Me.
see. All right, cool. You're immediately killed. No. All of you make me a difficulty 3, some type of hearing check. Do you have your hearing aids in?
Actually,
I have
listened,
ears.
so
Oh, well, look at you, motherfucker.
is 3. I'm not going to put any effort in. Any value or bonus. Whoa.
Yay, it worked.
Hooray!
You got a 19 for all you viewers listening.
Yes. I got a 17.
How about
I'll
you,
roll
Kevin?
2, even though everyone's already... Yeah.
Thinking about your sister. No.
What? Everyone's thinking about his sister.
No.
Whoa.
Said he's thinking about his sister.
I'm the only one who failed.
Okay. So, how are you arranged? Who's in front? Is P in front?
Yeah, I think P would have gone first.
Yeah.
Then who's second behind?
I would probably be near P.
Okay. So as you guys are kind of standing on this metal grating, from around the corner and down the other hallway from the door, you're standing on this in this curved room, like a circle, a cylinder. Let's see if I can think of the term. And you're standing on this grating. Through that other hallway, you can hear very faint, at least Halim and P can hear very faint, like weird growling, and like retching noises.
P holds up her hand to stop Kieran from walking in. And do you hear that?
No, what is it?
Sounds like there's something through there.
I draw my sword.
It's not very loud either. It's very faint. Like, you kind of have to, it's one of those things where um, you two just happen to hear it. Like, in order to actually like listen, you kind of have to close your eyes and kind of hear. It's, somewhere nearby, but far enough away that its noise is muffled by something.
All right. Is this the way that we have to go to get to the sanctuary?
We don't know.
You have no idea.
All right. So we're just going through this completely blind.
Roll a navigation skill.
You have some idea where you're facing now, like that way of facing, which we're just going to call north for
Convenience.
convenience sake, would be the way towards the eye.
Okay.
And there's no more north that you can see right now. There's only a east and a vertical descent into
Darkness.
Yes, to darkness on a ladder made out of silver metallic substance.
So
Which way was the noise coming from?
Down the
east.
hallway. Yeah.
So P turns and says, "Well, it's either deal with whatever that is, or down the ladder into."
Can I
Well,
see that glow globe?
Sure.
Gonna drop it down the hole.
I'm gonna drop it down the hole.
Great.
That's just what.
not like
Actually,
we're gonna do
no,
it.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna, as I'm holding it, I'm gonna take off my bag, my satchel, and I'm gonna pull out my own glow globe.
I
then
have 30 meters of rope if we want to like lower it down and see how far it goes.
And then I'm gonna drop one of them down the pit.
Okay, so you're dropping one of them down the pit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As it kind of gets what you might suspect halfway down, something shoots out of the wall to the other side of the wall. The light traveling along with this thing's path. You hear chittering, and then you hear a crunching noise, and the light goes away.
We're not going down there, not yet anyway.
Yeah, sounds like a good conclusion.
Shall we see what's down this hallway?
All right. I'll go first.
I'll
I'll
go
see-
last.
I'll see what's there, and I'll give you guys a signal if it's safe.
Okay.
If you
If
don't,
it's not safe, scream.
yeah, I'm sure I'll be doing plenty of that. Is there I don't have a stealth skill.
Well, you can roll the stealth skill.
Which would
With-
probably be speed.
Yes,
Yeah, that
it's
would
a
be speed.
You're just not trained in it.
Yeah.
So let's see. What do we want to? I gotta find this creature. Okay, it would be a 5 difficulty if you're trying to stealth.
Okay, let's see.
You can do it.
Um,
Maximum effort.
yeah,
My
don't have
entire
any
pool.
assets. Don't have any bonuses. Hooray!
So you kind of
Don't take that hooray as a success, because it was not a success.
No,
It
it
was
was
in
not.
fact a failure.
you kind of
That was a very sarcastic hooray.
stick your hand up onto the wall, perhaps to steady yourself, and your hand goes straight into like 2 inches of that clear slime. And you immediately yelp and pull your hand back.
Oh,
Okay, then I'm
I
gonna.
push.
We
Yeah.
go forward.
Yeah, we rush forward because we think that he's in danger. We said scream if it's not safe.
You can clearly see P just standing at the corner, like clutching from where you're standing, clutching her hand or whatever. I mean, she hasn't actually gone that far into the tunnel yet. P, the tunnel is, you can see it clearly now. There's thicker slime that coats this wall, similar to the entranceway.
okay.
And you can barely make out, there's a door down here, and then looks like there's like a broken portion of the wall of the tunnel itself, perhaps a hole or something.
Oh, son of a. Well, that was pointless.
Okay.
Live. There's a hole over there. Brandon, can I tell, is this slime like an excretion? Is it just sewage of some kind? Like what I have to roll to identify it?
Are you trying to know if it's a naturally occurring thing or if it's an unnaturally occurring thing? Is that what you're trying to ask, or is it
Yeah.
more of a? It's definitely a naturally occurring thing from something else.
Okay. So this is something that the trencher is like excreting maybe to lubricate its passage through these tunnels or something of that nature.
That is your best hypothesis
Okay.
with what little information you have about this creature.
Just don't touch the walls.
It's weirdly, though, not on the floor. It's kind of just on the walls itself. You continue down the dark tunnel. Well, not really dark, but for ambiance sake, it's dark.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So at the end of the tunnel, you can see it goes out into another tunnel, and there's a door on the side. Let's see, it would be on the north side of this wall. And on the south side, you can see perhaps a perfectly circular, like 4 foot across hole, about 1.2 meters. And you can clearly hear now like retching and growling noises that are coming inside this hole.
Well,
Shouldn't we go north, because that's where we said we had to go?
Maybe it circles around.
Oh. Wait, how can you be sure?
I can't. That's why I said maybe.
Well, I don't think it would, because then it would, if it circled around, we'd have to go down. We could always leave something as like a like a breadcrumb, so to speak.
Some kind of positioning system.
Like a string.
If only we were playing Eclipse Phase.
No, you're playing futuristic past children. Anyways, yes, there is another tunnel. It looks like it heads northward, but you'll have to go past the hole. But you have no idea if whatever's in there would even come out anyways.
Okay.
I think we should try to sneak past, but be ready in case we get attacked.
Alright, let's do that.
Will make me difficulty 5 sneaky deaky checks.
Sneaky deaky checks.
Does that counts as careful movement, right? Sneaking is generally careful.
Yeah, I would think so, but that's up to Brandon.
Yes. Are you graceful? Is that what you are?
Yes.
Okay.
See, like being graceful would help me with my balancing over to the.
What? I succeeded somehow.
Did it.
I got the 15. It's the subbicycle.
I am going to say no, only because it's would be careful movement. It's not stealthy. It's careful movement. That's two different things. Like stealthy is like hiding and.
Well, I thought we were sneaking, which requires.
Careful movement
Being
is like,
careful.
I don't want to accidentally step on this trap trigger, or
Yeah.
I don't want
Well,
to
I think it's more like careful as in like
trap.
I don't want to make too much noise, so I'm like tiptoeing carefully to not make any noise.
No, it's.
Brandon
it's
has
more
said
about
no either way.
balancing.
Okay. How? Oh, I have balancing.
I mean, it's
No, as in that's what that move is for.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's speed.
Yes, it is.
Okay. How do I do edge
Difficulty.
again? Because I forgot.
Effort.
Okay. Effort.
Okay, so you're a level 1 character.
I'm level 2 character.
You're level 2, so you can put.
What's your speed edge?
I have 2.
So that means you only have to put 1 point in to put 1 level of effort in, and
Okay.
then it's 2 points if you want to put 2 levels. It's 2 more after that, right? I think.
Yes. Something like that.
And then, what does the effort thing stand for?
So that lowers your
It
difficulty by 1 step.
lowers the difficulty.
So it's a
No,
difficulty.
I mean
5.
like I have 3 effort.
Oh, that means you can put 3 levels of effort toward the roll.
Oh, okay.
So like if
Well,
you're
I'll just
if you're trained in it, then it makes it a level 4 difficulty. For each level of effort you put in, it lowers the difficulty to 3 and then to 2, and then you want to roll that number times 3 or higher in order to succeed.
Okay. So 2 points of effort for me would just be 2 out of my pool, or would it be 3
Four.
altogether?
Sorry, three. Sorry,
Yeah, it would be
all
3
over.
Okay.
altogether.
Yeah, did it.
We were all sneaky.
You didn't even need to. But you didn't know that when you rolled.
Yeah,
Yes.
neither
So-
of us did.
How far, yes, how far do you go? Do you go past it? Do you, or are
Past
you
it?
sneaking,
That's what
are
I'm
you
thinking.
sneaking
Like,
up to it, or are you sneaking past it?
I'm sneaking past it.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
I thought
wanted
we were
to sneak
sneaking past it.
You said there was another way to go that we might be able to circle around, correct?
There is another hallway at the end of this tunnel possibly that goes north. But you have no idea where it goes to.
Okay. Well, we snuck past the hole, and we're going down this other hallway, because fuck whatever's in there.
You pass a door with a simple-looking handle on it as you sneak by. Do you do anything to it?
Are there any openings in the door?
Like a keyhole to
Window
look
or something?
inside? No, there's no window
I
or
mean,
anything to look inside.
yeah, okay. I will put my ear up against the door as we pass.
Um, what would you hear?
Grunting, moaning, laments.
No, it's very quiet. Like maybe
Well, there's
you
probably
hear
nothing in there.
rustling noise, but
There's nothing interesting inside this room. Go away.
There's nothing interesting inside the room, then why did Brandon even describe it?
We're wandering around lost in a sewer. I assume that he wants to fill things out.
How dare
not
he
the
fill
sewer.
things out?
So, do you continue into the other hallway?
We will. We can always come back to this door.
It's true.
Let's see.
I'm being optimistic about this.
You come into an extremely long hallway. One end kind of curves back around to the west, and the other way continues north to something you can't quite see from where you are. That's fine.
Do we want to check that door, or shall we charge ahead?
It's up to you guys.
Charge ahead it is. We continue
Yeah.
heading north.
You are stopped by a minotaur who asks no. You're stopped by a kind of strange-looking door. It's about 5 feet tall, so about 1.5 meters around there. And there are 7 different holes on its surface.
I tap on the door.
There is a resounding clanging of flesh on metal sound.
So it's probably a metal door. That, or I am made of metal and the door is made of flesh.
Exactly, yes. Flesh door, metal hands.
I was a robot this whole time!
You stick
Oh,
your
dear.
hand through the ground meat door. You feel around for the knob. You can't find it.
I love feeling around for knobs.
Yada da 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 da.
How big are the holes?
They are about key sized.
I am going to stick my finger in one of the holes if I can.
Your finger is sorely chopped off. You stick your finger in one of the holes. What are you looking for? Is there a bug inside
Just
here?
trying to feel around for mechanisms or anything.
Make me a feel around for mechanisms roll.
Intellect! No, might!
Yes. Bust your entire finger through the door. What is this? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yes.
Focus all your whatever into your tip of your finger and blow the door
Difficulty?
apart. Difficulty, 2.
Hey, I succeeded.
There is some kind of mechanism in here. Congratulations.
I think this door needs keys.
Right. All right.
Or some kind of nano who could break it by oscillating it
I mean,
with
with some
their
kind of
sound powers.
goofy sound powers.
Rip in peace.
Yeah, rip in pieces. So there's a door in front of you with 7 holes on it.
You guys, just let me try something. I bang on the door real loud, like I'm knocking.
From behind you and back down that hallway, you hear a like a shuffling noise, like a shuffle scuffle noise. As you bang on the door, there's no response from the door itself. No, hello, who's there?
Hello!
I raised my crossbow and trained it on the hallway behind us, just in case.
All right.
I prepare to javelin.
Who's looking down the hallway?
I am.
Okay. You see, you can barely see it. I mean, the hallway is quite long, and you had to come quite a ways back to get back to this. And you only see it for about a second. You see at the end of this small tunnel, of the small hole, you can just make out like an orb shape, and then there's like 2 glowing yellow things. And then whatever it is pulls itself back inside the hole.
Is that the hole we sneak past? We can still see it?
Yes.
Oh.
Because you kind of went back to investigate, because I told you there was a shuffling noise, so you went back to investigate.
Yeah.
So you can barely make Halim and Kieran out at the 7-holed door, because they're promptly crushed. No.
In that case, I am going to start backing down the hallway, back toward them, keeping my crossbow up, just in case this thing bursts out at me. And I'm gonna start saying to them, I think I saw the trencher. It popped out.
How big was it?
Big.
Do we want to...
About 4 feet across.
Do we want to kill it?
It seemed.
I mean, we could, because I'm just super overpowered, but, I mean, it's up to you.
Oh my
Because,
god.
you know, I'm level 2.
Yeah, it's level
Stop
5.
being...
I'm still a really good level 2. As in, I can't get
Kieran's
hit.
both explode.
Alright. Let's stop with the pissing on each other's shoes.
Wink, wink.
I piss on my own shoes. Thank you very much.
Exactly. I'm a pirate. It's what we do.
Well, here's my feeling on the situation. We obviously need keys that we don't have if we want to go any further this way. If we want to search
Or we could
through
pick
this...
the lock.
Do you know how to
Do
pick
you
a
know
lock?
how to pick a lock?
Because
No.
I sure
Yeah,
don't.
because we don't.
What kind of jack doesn't know how to pick a lock?
The kind of jack who was raised in the fucking forest.
They
Listen,
don't
this is
have
like
locks
a
on
standard
trees,
for
Kieran.
jacks.
I don't remember that Jack in the Beanstalk story where he picks a lock.
You continue to hear the slight growling and retching noises that you heard before.
How about we go open that door? The other one
Alright. Might as
that I
well.
listened to.
I'll cover you. If the trencher comes out, I will put a crossbow bolt into it and scream.
How dare you be deadly accurate? Yeah, I go open that door.
Okay, you tug on it, it's locked.
I'm gonna have to break down this door.
That is a difficulty 6 to force this door open.
Fuck that noise.
Well, let's
I-
just keep rolling until we get it.
No,
I do
because
have-
we will break our fucking shoulders.
I have tools. Would that help at all with that? Like, would that count as an asset?
How about what is the door made of, Brandon?
Metal.
Hmm. Can I see the hinges from this side?
No.
So they're on
It
the
seems
inside.
to be some kind of sliding door and not a.
It's a sliding door. So what we need is a pry bar.
And to answer your question, Ryan, let's see. A bag of light tools contains small tongs, pliers, screwdrivers, small hammers, small pry bar, lock picks, 10 feet of string, 3 feet of wire, and miscellaneous screws and nails.
So I have a small pry bar.
Yes.
I will take that out and hand it to Halim.
Alright, I lean my javelins against this wall, and then I shall pry bar.
Okay. Now, would this be considered a bonus or an asset?
Probably an asset.
Yes, you're correct. So it's still difficulty 6 with an asset of 1.
So what does that do? That lowers the difficulty a step, or
Effectively.
No,
okay?
something like that. Who knows? Whatever, I don't know the rules of this game. I'm GMing it.
Books are assets, and that's what they do.
Yes. Make that roll.
So,
Roll that
might-
beautiful beam footage.
I'm gonna spend some effort.
You know what? If Monty Cook doesn't like it, he can call us up and yell at us.
He probably wouldn't like the XP system I'm using. So,
Strongly disagrees.
you don't want
Difficulty
GM
6.
intrusions where your pants fall down? Whatever.
Effort 1. Assets 1. Bonus none. What? Eat a dick! I failed!
Yes. There's much grunting and moaning noises.
Ah, this door is jammed shutter than a really shut thing.
Is the snarling getting louder as he's groaning and moaning?
No, it's just there's growling and.
I'm gonna
Kind of
stand
noises.
After
closer
10 minutes
to the
of trying to pry the door open, I
monster.
just throw the pry bar at the floor and like, God damn it!
Can I? I have my flex skill set to creatures, Brandon. Is that like a normal noise for a trencher to make? Like, do they regularly vomit things up, or is it like?
Maybe
Well-
it's like that one story about the lion and the splinter, and we just have to remove the splinter, and it'll be our friend.
If
Remove
you
the splinter
remember,
by decapitating the lion.
last time when you tried to roll on your creature's flex skill in order to figure out what a trencher was, you didn't even know it was a thing that existed.
Oh, that's right.
Never heard
Okay.
of it before.
So
Usually, animals don't make vomiting noises as far as your knowledge extends.
because like I know there are predators that will like barf out the bones of the prey that they eat, but
Yes, could be that.
I mean I can give it a try as well. The door.
Yes, you can all try once, and once you've all tried, then
All right.
you've sapped your own strengths for trying.
So that's might.
While he tries to do that for 10 minutes, I'm gonna take a quick rest.
Level
All right.
6. Put a level of effort. I have one asset. No bonus. All right. Same roll as Ray.
Brilliant.
Amazing. It is quite locked.
Yeah, that's.
You
Why
do
don't I
have
try it?
you do have lock
Me?
picks, just so you are aware.
Yeah,
If
but
we-
is there a lock on the door that we can see?
Yes.
Would you like to try lock picking it, or would you like to try prying it, Jacob?
I don't think Kieran knows how to lockpick.
Alright, get that pry bar.
Alright. Let me just... It's a strength.
Yes.
Might, yes.
Might. Okay. It's a...
If we pick the lock, would it be any easier?
Just be a different attribute.
Yeah.
You don't know until you try.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if while Kieran is prying, I'm gonna take a quick rest also because my. So that's 10
I
minutes.
did it. I'm the strongest out of all of us.
Are
Flexing,
you?
flexing.
Stop peeing on my shoes, Kieran.
So as the door kind of opens, and kind of slides crookedly at an angle. Who is standing in front of the door?
Kieran.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm guessing it would be Kieran.
Kieran, you are greeted with a extremely odd sight. There is a small garden-like landscape laid out before you.
What?
Plants, unlike any you've ever encountered before, fill this room. In the center of the room is the strangest sight of all, a metal and glass coffin with someone inside.
It's Snow White. We're the Seven Dwarves.
I don't know, but I'm guessing we're gonna have to kill them and take their keys.
Oh my god. How well preserved is this body?
Are you going to look at said body?
I can't see it from here.
No, it's kind of in the middle of this room in a box.
I peek my head in and walk in. Oh my god. It's a room of wonder. How are these
Yes.
plants growing in darkness? Is there a light in this room?
There seems to be some kind of ambient light coming from shrugged shoulders.
The walls glow. What walls?
There are walls, perhaps, like as you stick your hand out to feel the wall, you can feel it, but you're reaching into, what looks like empty space, further into the woods.
It's a hollow deck.
But you can't go any farther.
I walk up towards the coffin.
Yes.
I'm gonna stay back and cover the door.
The creature
Yes, let
kills
me-
Brian. No.
Let me, the guy who is good at range, go in.
You see a tall and thin, orange-skinned, humanoid-ish thing. 4 arms cross its chest,
P, use your monster skill to identify it.
Its face seems to be in a peaceful state. Its three eyes are closed, and its
Oh,
mouth is only like a tiny slit on its face.
it's like the
Its
mother.
its cranium is extremely tall, and its ears are just simple holes on its head.
Can I roll to see if I've ever? I mean, I am going inside the room. Can I like see this thing without getting close enough to it, or will I have to go up?
If you want a good look, you'll need to be closer.
All right.
From the description that Brandon just gave, it sounds to me that this might be the same kind of creature that was the woman that was running the bathhouse.
Mother Devlin, she was green.
Yeah, but maybe they come in different colors.
And I think she had
Just like
6
people.
arms.
Oh, I thought she had 4.
I can't honestly remember.
P, use your creatures to identify.
All right. So P comes
You
in,
can do
and
it.
she comes up, and what's my diff here?
Ooh. With creatures,
Humans are
Maybe this is
creatures.
maybe this is a trencher.
yeah, this is the trencher. You know, it's trenching head. Um, let's give you difficulty 7.
Oh.
You don't have
Alright.
to. You can do it. We believe in you.
Okay. You know what? I will spend a level of effort. Why not? I don't have any assets. I don't have any bonuses. I did not.
You failed. You know that there are multiple different creatures that have multiple arms. You know there are many creatures that have a number of eyes besides 2. You know that there are creatures that have orange pale skin. Um, you know that there are creatures that don't have any noses and only have small slit mouths. Um, you know creatures that don't have ears, but all the combination of those things to create this creature, no.
I have no idea what it is.
I'm
You.
gonna look around the coffin for some kind of plaque.
Oh, yes. At the base of the coffin, on both sides, you see just a myriad of black symbols in a small, um, perfect square.
Hmm. I touched the symbols to see if they're engraved in.
Uh, they're not engraved, and they don't look painted on. They don't look burned on. They just look like they exist.
Huh.
Numenera.
Or plastic.
Numenera.
I. You said that they were in a square. Is there an empty space in the middle of the square? Like, are the words like around in a border?
No, it's like a perfect square, and then there's 4 symbols, 4 symbols, 4 symbols. And
I push on it as if they were buttons.
like you push on the whole thing as if it were buttons, or just like one of them, or
I'll push on one of them.
you push on the base of this coffin.
Alright, I stand up. It's clearly not buttons.
You avoid hitting your head. No.
I tap the glass once above their face.
Their eyes open. No. You assume that this
It's like
person
Independence
is
Day.
in some kind of coma or deep sleep, or is possibly dead.
Oh man, we should kiss them. Not because they're
Mm.
dead, but because maybe it's like Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, kiss them because they're dead.
Dead people. I tap the
Skinless
glass a
husband.
few more times,
there's kind of that weird like boom 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 as you kind of like tap on it. There's no
Let's open
apparent
up this
movement
coffin, guys.
or recognition.
I look for,
Oh.
like, latches or seams.
Let's desecrate this grave.
Right.
No.
You look for like some kind of like how'd they get this body in here mechanism, and you don't find the press X to open QuickTime event or any latches.
Well, I don't know what to do then.
I mean, it is made of. It's made of glass. You said we could smash it open.
Yeah, but I don't want to ruin the coffin if it turns out that the person is dead.
All they're wearing. That's something I didn't describe. It's just like a simple, like brownish robe. No like deep secret pockets as far as you can tell.
So it's just the body in there. We're not gonna like get any loot from it that we can see.
I mean, unless there's secret loot under the body. Throw the body down the hole.
Well, this was a waste of time, I say as I begin walking out of the room.
As you walk out of the room, you see a small, not small, because it is 4 feet, you see a squat, bulky orb pulling itself from the hole. It kind of plops on the ground.
Oh, hi there, friend.
It kind of looks at you. Imagine like a perfect sphere with arms, small shovel-like hands that seem to be the only base of its movement. It's covered in scales and barnacles, or some kind of shell-like creatures. There's
You're
just
not a
kind of
trencher, are you?
slits of yellow, and as it sees you, it opens its mouth, kind of as a Pac-Man kind of. The whole thing kind of opens, and there is a maw filled with flat, sharp, and oddly shaped teeth. And as it does this, a horrendous grinding noise issues from its maw.
That's definitely a trencher. I throw a javelin into its open mouth.
Alright. That is a difficulty 5, and then afterwards we will be making initiative checks.
How dare you?
Well, at least I said we're making initiative checks before you threw your javelin, so you get to throw your javelin.
This is true. That's right. Okay, I'm guessing I roll might. I might as well spend effort. This would be less annoying if my resolution wasn't shitty.
Tiny baby.
Difficulty 5, did you say?
Yes. That's also.
Effort. 1.
Where's the treasure?
No assets. No input. Hey!
Very
+2
nice.
damage, which would make it 8 damage.
Damn. And it dies. Just like that.
Actually, just give me 1 second. I'm making a pierce attack. 9 damage.
Okay.
As I hurl my javelin into its open maw. Its grinding teeth are probably just gonna, like, shred it.
So, kind of, you miss the mob, but kind of like hit it on its scaly outside and kind of sticks in, but not very far. roll initiative, everyone. Difficulty
Okay.
5.
Do you set difficulty for initiative?
Oh,
Oh,
well,
you do.
Yes, you do.
I didn't say difficulty.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It says effort to roll.
Yeah, it's dumb. Don't worry about it. Let's
Okay.
see.
I'm just gonna. I got an 11.
Okay. Whatever
I got
difficulty
13.
is.
I got 8, even though I'm trained in it.
So none of us made difficulty 5.
Yes, I believe that's how it works. That's how we were doing it before, anyways.
So I guess it's
But,
going first.
yes, it murders you all. Time to make new characters.
Yay! I'm just gonna make Ko again.
Die immediately.
But this time, a seaweed person
Okay, let's see.
that makes sound by rubbing their seaweed together. Lots of squeaks.
On an initiative roll, a character who rolls higher than a NPC target number takes her action before the NPC does.
Yeah.
Just double checking we were doing this right. So let's see. Who's last? Oh,
It's me. I'm
thank
last,
you for
probably.
your.
That's Kieran.
It's me, Jacob.
It looks at you, because you are its only target,
Guys.
and
Guys.
make me a intellect defense roll.
Oh, shit.
Intellect defense.
Get it away from me. I have no intellect.
Yeah, you're fucked now. Oh, is it trying to manipulate me?
Nope.
Is this mind control?
Nope.
Alright. Difficulty
Difficulty
5.
5. Yes. It's all
Difficulty 5. Yes, because that's how monsters work.
So convenient.
It is convenient. You know what's not convenient? Where the roll button appears in relation to where the Roll20 display pictures are.
Yeah.
So I keep having to drag each box up.
If you hit the gear and under the My Settings section, there's a thing that says Player Avatar Size, and you can change it to Name Only.
Oh, that's what I want, Ryan. Brandon, you're the man.
Anyways, yeah, it kind of makes this horrible grinding noise at you that you can like feel in your jaw and in your teeth and in your brain. Take 3 intellect damage.
Oh, shit. One, 2, 3. That puts me down to 7.
And then it burrows underground.
Curse you, Trencher!
So, P?
Does
Yes.
it leave my javelin behind?
No, it breaks it in half.
Fuck.
Did it? I leap out of the door into the hallway with Halim. Did this thing leave a hole when it burrowed, or did it like fill itself in?
It's kind of left a puddle of clear liquid. Not really a discernible hole.
Okay, and can I tell at all where it's going?
So it burrows like an earthworm when it eats the rock and then poops out white liquid.
No.
All right. In that case,
I go back in the room and shut the door.
Well, we can't. We've tried it open.
That's true. You did break it. Jump on top of the coffin. They can't get me up here.
That is an idea. I guess I'm just gonna cover the ground with my with my crossbow, because if it pops up, I'll be ready to shoot.
All right, Holly. What would you like to do?
I would like to mourn the loss of a javelin. I take one of my 2 remaining javelins and prepare to throw it at the thing should it arise out of the ground. I'll
All
take a
right.
step away from P though, so that we're not all bunched together.
Kieran?
I don't know what to do.
Do you have a throwing weapon?
Yeah, I'll just throw my Sisk at it.
It's not up yet.
Yeah, we don't know where the hell it is.
Well, I'll prepare it in one hand then.
So, let me see. Da, 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 da. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, as you're kind of standing there, Kieran, preparing, make me a speed defense roll, difficulty 5.
Whew. Speed defense. Something I can get behind. Oh, wait. I need to roll this one. Sorry, 1 second.
No problem.
Okay. That's not it. Okay. Difficulty 5.
Yes.
I don't have any effort. I also have +1.
Nice.
An 18. That's a success.
Where were you standing, by the way?
I was standing, like, a little bit away from them.
Okay, so like in the doorway.
Yeah, I haven't really moved.
Okay, so you feel a slight tremor under your feet, and you kind of go out into the hallway as this thing bursts up out of the ground and pretty much destroys the doorway. And then stands there, or plops there. It kind of makes a retching noise. P.
I'm going to try to shoot it with my crossbow.
Who's holding the light source, by the way?
I think that would be Kieran.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure someone had a light source.
Alright, and I don't have a trained in that, but that's speed, correct?
Yes.
Okay, speed, difficulty 5. We're going to apply 1 level. That's only 1 point. Don't have an asset. I don't get a bonus. Nope.
Your shot goes wide. Helene?
I am going to throw a javelin at it.
Alright.
Because that's what I'm real good at. And I will spend effort. Difficulty 5. Effort. Assets, none. Bonuses, none. Hey! Bah, 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 bah. I succeeded. Which is 7 damage. Sorry, 7? I think it's 9. Nah, 7 damage.
Some amount of damage.
It is 7 damage.
It is not happy.
Is it my
So,
turn?
Kieran? Yes, it is your
All
turn.
right. Time to attack it with my Disruptor Sword. Ooh.
Disruptor sound!
And I'm charging at it heroically, so
It eats you. No.
they both get inspired and get
Oh, yeah.
a +1 bonus to their next die roll.
Oh,
He's
nice.
so heroic.
Good job.
Look at him.
I wish I could
What's
do that
the
what's the
way-
heroic.
difficulty?
What?
What's the
5. It's always
difficulty?
5.
5?
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
It could be different if it had some kind of...
Oh, darn.
Ooh,
I missed.
he's so tragically heroic.
You kind of slice through the floor.
Oh my
Kind of
god,
like-
we have to help Kieran.
No, it's fine. Just keep shooting it.
Yeah, make
Don't
a...
cry for me. My glory will live on forever.
It kind of makes that strange noise again. Kieran, make me a intellect defense roll
Okay.
at difficulty 5.
Alright. Probably gonna fail.
Sweet, can't wait.
Don't worry.
I failed.
You take 3 points of damage.
Okay. Intellect
No.
damage, right?
Yes, intellect damage,
Yep.
no armor. Not that any of you wear armor. Or wait, you wear armor, Halim.
I was gonna say, I have like fucking boots made of malleable steel.
I don't need
And
armor.
pants made of it.
P?
I'm gonna try to shoot it again.
Alright.
Okay. 5. Effort to roll 1. I have no assets, but I do get a +1 bonus. And yeah.
So how much damage are you doing?
I use my crossbow, so that's 4 plus I get +1 damage, and I'm gonna make it a piercing attack, so 6 damage total. And I spend those points.
Kind of makes a weird retching sound. Halim?
Yes. I have 1 javelin left. Let's get this undergone. Oh, how words work?
How are words?
Me speak real nicely. You know how I make talking.
Mm-hmm.
What? My javelin flies wide.
You don't have any more javelins.
I do not. You know what
Kieran,
I do
Did you add
have?
the +1 to all of those guys?
I did.
No, I didn't, but I don't think it would matter.
Okay.
It would make it a 9.
Yes. So, Kieran,
Time to attack it again. Using the same exact move.
yeah.
But this
Woo!
time, I do like a cool somersault and attack it, thereby inspiring them yet again.
So amazing.
He's just
Roll.
so graceful.
Yeah, I'll spend some effort. Would this be might or speed? It's might. Okay.
Yes.
Right, because you're hitting it with a sword.
Okay.
It occurs to me that my throwing weapon is probably speed.
Oh my god.
No, it's might, I'm throwing it.
It was 1 off.
Oof.
If only I could inspire myself.
Let's see. So,
At least you look really good not doing any damage.
Yeah.
yes. Make a speed defense roll as it kind of chomps at you with this weird grinding, boring machine mouth.
Okay. That shouldn't be too difficult.
He means boring like to drill.
Yes, booty.
Oh, I got a 20! Natural 20!
Natural 20!
Where's my major effect?
It falls asleep mid-battle. No.
You did it.
Sometimes I fall asleep mid-battle in the bedroom.
That's pretty disappointing. So we'll
sex
just say for just this round, it is difficulty 4 to hit. It is kind of discombobulated.
Sweet.
Bounces off the wall.
Yes, with weird
I
feet.
turn just out of the way, and my cape smacks it in the face. It's like, what's going on?
Oh no, a cape! My one weakness.
That's right. All right, P.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot it again if I can. So it's to 4 this time. Apply one
We're gonna
level
drop
of
some
effort.
pee on it.
Get a +1 bonus to the roll. Oh.
GM intrusion.
This is where you get to shine, Brandon.
Intrude on us, GM.
Make P regret her life.
Sorry, it bites your legs off. No. Let's see.
You're
It just hits
armless.
As you kind
It hits
of pull the crossbow trigger, the whole thing just kind of snaps, and crossbow is broken.
Oh.
This is what you get for overclocking your crossbow.
You haven't
Yeah.
been doing routine maintenance.
Son of a bitch.
Halim.
I am going to pull one of the throwing knives out of the sheath on that is welded to the front of my breastplate and hurl it into that fucker.
Alright, difficulty 4.
Have some knife. Do you like a bit of knife? I hear you like knife. More effort. Just bleeding off my health pool. Oh, no, that's a 3, Raymond. You want 4.
All of it. My entire pool. Only if. Instantly die. Well,
What?
Come on, you guys.
Kieran?
I failed! Again! With a 4!
Roll 20 hates us tonight.
As my knife,
I got
I
a
throw
20,
the knife
okay.
wrong and the back of the blade
Let's
hits it.
do this. So, I'm gonna try and stab it, or / thrust it. Oh wait, it's difficulty 4. And then I'm gonna apply some effort yet again, because why not? Yeah.
Well, so the reason to why not is because your might pool is also your health pool.
19! But I don't get
Fucking
hit
hell.
anyway.
How much damage do you do?
Okay, so it's my disruptor sword, so it's medium,
Yes.
plus, what is it, 1?
Yes, plus
So-
1.
Because it's
Plus
the
2.
disruptive. And then
That
I'm
would
gonna-
be
I don't know if I should I do the
4
extra damage or
damage.
okay, that's 4.
So
I'll do
4,
the
5. 5 damage
5
so
damage?
far? Yes.
I'll do 8 damage instead of the
Okay.
minor effect.
You slice it cleanly in twain.
Bam!
As
And
it
then the
kind of
blood gets on my cool outfit.
Dies. It doesn't seem to have any blood.
None of the oil gets on my cool outfit.
Ah, the oils. The oils of the trencher.
Ew.
So there's a dead orb with shovel hands, kind of partially sliced in half.
I start.
And you're both inspired by
Gathering-
that, so you get a +1 on your next roll.
Oh, good. I gather up my javelins and shit, and the head of my broken one.
I'm gonna
Yes.
see if I can fix my crossbow.
I'm gonna take
Alright.
a quick breather. Let me just
All right,
roll that.
you guys do all that. Let's see.
Ooh, 5. Okay.
Let's see. What do I? Do you have some kind of repairing skill, P?
I do not, but I do have those tools.
I will give you The asset from said tools, it is a difficulty 4. It's real fucked up.
Okay.
And this would be a intellect check.
Yeah, I figured that. I don't have very many intellect points left, but...
It's a might check. You smash it against the floor until it works.
And you said we get a +1 bonus to our next roll, Jacob?
I think it is in combat. I don't think it.
Well, let's check the exact wording on this. Here, I can give it to you.
Do we have to?
Yes. There you go. Look at it.
Reading out rules to one another. The
Just says
podcast.
each of them get a die roll. Get a +1 bonus to its next die roll.
Okay, so I guess that counts as I'm so inspired by your miraculous killing blow that I hopefully fix my crossbow. Yes!
Remember, it was also after you both missed. So it was doubly impressive.
You snap
We
the
get it. We're shit.
strings in the correct position and put the dingle on the dangle and snap it all back together with its plastic snap parts. And your child's crossbow is put back together. No, yeah, you fix it. It is in working condition.
Fantastic. I'm not useless now. Is there anything that we can scavenge from this thing's body, or is it just now we don't have to deal with it?
Inspect it.
Use
Yeah.
your creatures so you can study it.
I will see if I can do that.
You kind of look in its mouth, and you see a piece of metal stuck between two of its teeth.
Okay. Can I reach in and take it out? Maybe pry it out with my knife?
Yes, you can some way get it out. You pull out this torque-looking thing, a necklace kind of shaped thing.
Anybody have any ideas what this might be?
On the underside of it, there's like a flat side, and then on the underside, there's kind of some kind of device of some kind that runs along the part that would lay against your flesh.
Can I identify said device?
Yes, you can identify said device. It is difficulty, whatever it is. Let's see. It's the part of the game I never remember how it works. Let's see. Reading the rules, the podcast. 4.
4, okay. That's that. I'm not putting any effort. I don't really have an asset, and there's no bonus. No.
Some kind of necklace, you think?
I hold it up and show it to Halim and Kieran.
That's not a necklace. It's a
knife.
Can I make a roll?
Yeah, go ahead.
I love me some intellect rolls. What was the difficulty, sorry?
4.
4. Fewer.
Fjord?
Whoop! Whip whip! That's a success!
You recognize the strange
Darn.
biotech device that is on the underside of the necklace. Perhaps the doctor had used some kind of strange similar device on you before. You know that placing this on your body, around your neck, will give you some type of mutation of some kind temporarily.
Permanently? Oh, temporary. That's not
Yes.
just any necklace. It's a necklace of transfiguring mutation.
Transformation. Torque.
It's a talk of transformation.
Sure.
Okay. You say that it will temporarily give you some kind of random mutation?
Yes,
Yes,
for
is it
1
a
hour.
cipher or an artifact?
It is a cipher. If it was an artifact, it'd probably give you it forever.
Yes, that's a good point.
And you get some horrible, harmful thing forever.
Well, I cannot carry another cipher.
I can carry it. All mine are dead.
No, you have that stupid box.
Apparently, I
really-
don't have any ciphers.
Oh,
Yes,
well
you
then
do.
you can have this one then.
I haven't really had cause to use either of mine yet.
Mine just died.
Yes. You
Wait,
have...
I have a question. When I picked up that chip, did it short out too with the failure, or?
Yes, it was
Okay.
all of the things.
All the things.
Yes, all of your
I have
ciphers.
the bomb thing and the... No, that's...
Yes, you have a electromagnetic detonation device and a knife or blade that is called the One Perfect Cut.
Yes, which I haven't used yet. I forgot about it.
What
And
about
I
that
have...
balloon thing that we had someone
You haven't-
carry?
You haven't
Yeah.
identified it.
Oh.
You have it.
It's a box. It's some kind of folding
We've just
puzzle box.
been
Anyway,
carrying a box with us the entire time.
Yes. It's a backpack-sized box.
okay, so we have successfully not found an entrance.
Yes, you successfully killed some creature that you didn't know if it actually existed or not.
Hey,
Ha!
we could go down that. We could go down that hole now if we wanted.
We know that something's down there waiting for us about halfway there.
We could go try and break that door.
We could go look at this thing's lair where it was.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds fun.
Sure.
See if there's anything else in there of interest.
You go to the edge of the trencher's lair. You see a 4-foot wide, 1.5 meter hole.
Thank you.
You could crawl inside, but the hole is covered in delicious, delicious clear slime.
God,
that
clear
is
slime.
that burns to the touch, right?
We could,
Yes.
yeah, we could throw one of the glow globes down there and see what happens.
How many glow globes do we have rolling around in
2
this group?
each.
I have to go buy some more. I have not had the chance because I used both of mine.
Okay. I mean, you can.
I just had a great idea of how to get through that door.
Okay.
I fire spear gun bolts into each of the keyholes.
Great.
You have now further complicated the entrance to this door. No one can use it as there's a bunch of broken spear bolts inside of all 7 keyholes.
Seriously though, I don't know where to go from here. Besides trying to break that door down.
We could try going down that ladder, but we know that there's something.
Can I
waiting.
try and break the door down again? Because I broke the other one down.
You can. Are you talking about the 7-keyed?
Yeah. Is that one possible to break down, or?
I get the impression that it's not.
You can. It is a difficulty 8.
No. Jesus. I don't even think
You know
I'd be
you've got
able
a
to do that
disruptor
without.
sword, right?
Yeah.
It dissolves literally everything it touches.
Would that work?
You could try and cut through the door. It's probably going to take like days.
Sure, I might as well see what it does. What should I roll?
intellect probably to experiment.
What are we talking about? Excuse me, I was reading important things.
Stabbing this.
We were gonna see what kind of effect the disruptor sword will have on the door. We don't.
I mean,
I
you
don't think
have
we'll be able.
you have a cool knife that cuts through 5 feet of material it touches one time.
Oh, that's what it does. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was like kill a dude one time.
No. A user can use the blade to cut through 5 feet of material it touches, so 2
Yeah, I'm gonna
meters.
do that. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I cut the
You-
door diagonally from corner to corner.
You cut said door.
Yeah.
You kind of the cipher, of course. Let's see if he uses a weapon. Material. Okay. One time. It kind of burr after you cut through. And inside, you kind of, I guess, push the door kind of out of your way. Inside, you see a kind of bunk house area.
Is anybody in these bunks?
No, there's a table in the center of the room with some men sitting at it. They kind of look at you as their door kind of falls apart.
I drop the knife as I put a javelin in my hand and say, "Hello. How come you guys didn't open the door when I knocked?"
They kind of stare at you for a long moment, and one of them goes, "Well, what if you were a monster?"
What if exactly? That's a good point. What do you got? You guys playing a game or something? I say as I walk over.
They kind of show you weird-looking cards.
Oh, playing a card game. Cool, cool, cool. Do they look like they're dressed like the knights, who I would know?
Do
No,
they look like the people who were in, like, what was it, the smoking Anine or whatever, playing cards the entire time?
no, and they were playing some kind of weird. Yeah, they were playing cards. You were right. No, they don't look like that. They look like dudes in kind of like I don't know what you call it, kind of like just tunics and pants.
Hey, so we're trying to. We got a bit turned around down here. We're actually looking for the Sanctuary of the Eye?
They kind of all stare at you and say, "Well, this is not the Sanctuary of the Eye."
So sorry that we destroyed your door then.
You guys wouldn't happen to know how we could get there from here, would you?
I don't know if you can. I mean, the only thing we do is we go in there and make sure there's no blockages in the grates that go down from the dawn.
You're a
down here.
you're a plumber.
Yeah, a plumber, I guess. We're the Waste Management Guild.
Ah. Tell me, does the eye distribute its waste into this system?
Kind of squints his eyes at you. This man you've been speaking to, kind of older man with a kind of graying brown beard, he kind of looks at you and says, "Not that I know of. I mean, you know, that's not my department. If they do have some kind of waste thing and don't just pour it down the drains, then I don't know about it. I assume they just do it like everyone else, pour it down the holes."
Hmm. Hmm. We think we may have killed a trencher.
A what?
A trencher? Never heard of a trencher?
Big spherical thing, hands look like shovels, mouth full of drill teeth.
Mouthful of razor blades.
It's in half right now.
Nope. Can't say I've ever heard of something that looks like that. Usual things that are down there are, what are they called? Kind of like looks at his friends. Kipperings, I believe. Small, monkey, underground monkey creatures, not
I
harmful.
love monkeys. Hey, you
Um,
you wouldn't know what that silver ladder's for, right?
kind of looks at you for a second. Oh, you're talking about in the big, uh, big, big hole. No, I have no idea. I don't just go wandering around.
No, but I thought maybe like a previous employee might have been sent down there to check it out and given you some reports.
Well, if anyone's went down there, they've not come back.
That's
Good
encouraging.
to know.
Great.
So
If
just
if the wherever it goes down there, assuming it's not just a dead drop, if it goes north, it might lead to the sanctuary. I don't know. I mean, are you guys robbing or thieves or something?
You
oh no,
could
nothing
say
like that.
because
Or
we're
we
stealing
could say
someone.
that.
Get it? That wasn't actually. Kieran wouldn't actually say that. So
I
I'm glad.
mean,
for sure.
No, nothing that untoward. We've just
well,
we're just
you can go up top, walk, towards the end of the town. The sanctuary's there. I'm sure someone can help you. I don't think you need to be going through the, the Dawn's underbelly, so to speak, looking for an entrance.
where. No, I mean that's something to consider. But yeah. Thank you for your help. Sorry about the door. I say as I leave.
They all three get up and kind of push it back into place. And then you hear more scooting of furniture.
All right, so down the hole might be our best bet. But no one has ever come back from there.
Yeah, as far as they know, they didn't even know what a trencher was.
And there's one living a couple of feet from their door.
Yeah.
So they didn't seem to know very much at all. All right.
I am ready to go down that hole. I should probably rest first, but it would take me an hour.
Yeah, me too.
Jacob?
I feel like the hole would probably be our best bet, but
Do you want to rest first?
what? Oh no, I'm fine.
Do
I
you
only
have a
have
problem
what?
if Ryan and I rest first?
Oh my god, that's so boring.
You can
You
think
can
about
say no. I'm at 9, 12, and 7.
Fine, go ahead.
I'm at 10, 8, and 5.
Oh my god, why do you You guys are so exhausted. You guys gotta keep up with me.
We keep spending effort on everything.
We do.
I'm at 16, 15, and 8.
Oh, thank God! I rolled a 6.
Well, I rolled a 4. That's not too bad.
Well, I mean, technically you
And-
rolled a 5 and a 3, because it's
Whatever.
+1.
You know what we mean. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
And then I'm up to 10 hours.
You might as well just make a 10-minute recovery roll, Jacob.
Jacob?
But I don't need it.
I mean, you might as well.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
All
I
right.
only have, like, what, 4 things down? Yeah.
That's true.
All right. Let's go down the hole. You first, Kieran. You've got the light source.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm heading down the hole.
You go down the hole, and that's no. I'm just joking. Gotta find where I'm at with my world building. Let's see. Okay. So as you climb down the ladder, you see little kind of cubbyhole areas where you see groups of little creatures with bright eyes looking out at you. One has a strange glowing ball. And you get to the bottom.
Huh, that wasn't too hard.
There is a skeleton down here.
Great.
I spoke too soon.
And across, to the north, quote unquote, is a airlock-looking door. It has 2 wheels on it. There's a strange skeleton and an airlock door.
How strange is the skeleton?
It's quite tall. Has 4 arms, an elongated cranium.
I mean, Halim has 4 arms.
4
Oh.
arms. Its spine seems to go into a Y shape at the end, where it has been brutally crushed. Above its odd-shaped hip bones, there's a bunch of glass plates and a cylindrical-looking device lies at his side.
I pick up the cylindrical-looking device.
It's a device with a bunch of little, finger nodules in it.
I look at it intellectually.
It is not a cipher.
Oh. So I shouldn't roll?
I will tell you it is not a cipher.
Alright, well then I'll
So
just
if
put
you
it in my bag.
Want to
Like,
try
look
and
at this weird
randomly
thing.
guess what it is.
Let's randomly guess what it is.
It's got
All right.
Did you say it's got a bunch of
Difficulty.
finger holes?
It's got a bunch of, it's a cylinder that has, spots on it where you suspect you'd put fingers. I don't know, it's like depressions.
It could just be that it's the grip for, a glass weapon and that the glass is all shattered and the grip is left.
There are 3 glass plates. They are not shattered, they're just glass plates.
Oh. Gripping the thing, I place it in a bunch of different ways against one of the glass plates. Trying to see, maybe they're music discs, and this is a player of glass music.
No glass music.
Maybe a light source of some kind?
The device doesn't seem to have any function.
Whatever. I put it in my pocket. And
Wait, I want to randomly guess. Let me roll a randomly guess.
randomly guess.
Alright, it's a difficulty 10 for randomly guessing.
Fine, I guess I won't randomly guess.
Because you have no context.
How fragile do I pick up one of the glass plates and lightly bend it.
It bends.
I put it in my bag. I put
You
all
have it.
3 in my bag.
You have 3 glass plates in your bag. 3
And
bendy
the
glass
thing,
plates.
and then I walk up to the door.
Alright.
Hey,
The skeleton
dog.
says, thank you. No. You're at a door.
I knock.
Your hand falls off. You knock. There is a soft thumping noise as you knock, as you would expect. It does not appear anyone is home.
I try and you said the door was on like a vault. It's like a vault door, right?
It's like
It's
an
gonna roll to
airlock
one.
door. No, it's like an airlock door in a submarine. It has two wheels on it to turn.
Oh! I pull it in a direction. I pull it left.
It does not move.
I rotate the wheel left, rather.
It does not move.
I rotate the wheel right.
It does not move.
Oh.
Maybe we need to go both together. Let's try left. I get on the other wheel, and we rotate them both left.
It does not go left.
We
Okay?
rotate them both right.
They both go right, and the door kind of snaps open.
Hey, teamwork.
Yep, go us.
Four-armed creature.
Yeah.
Is in there?
No.
That's
Oh,
what-
no, it is a four-armed creature. Yeah, my bad.
Yes, it has four arms. Not it has four arms.
I keep forgetting.
Numenera.
What's
Exactly.
inside this submarine? Kieran, you
The-
have the light source.
Airlock
Oh.
door opens
Okay.
to a brightly lit hallway, all in
Oh,
a
that's
silvery,
like
me lit.
silvery metal.
Is Kieran high?
Always.
He's always high.
It's high on life. Let's see. At the other end, there's another airlock type door, but from the opposite side. Like, it's a internal door as opposed to an external door.
Hmm.
On the walls are lined with strange, huge metal plates, four hung on each side. At the end of the hallway, one of the plates has been busted through, and whatever broke through broke the plate across from it.
Hmm.
On each of the plates, because you can clearly see the first two, there are a small white square with black symbols inside of it, similar to the symbols on the coffin.
Huh. Shall we?
Let's.
As you step inside, there is a odd chirping noise that comes from your bag, Halim.
Chirping. Oh, I pull out the cylinder.
It is not coming from the cylinder.
Oh, what the fuck else is in my bag? Oh, I pull out one of the glass plates.
You see a small white window in the center, just like a small white square.
I look at the white square,
It is a
and
white
then I
square.
touch it. I touch the white square.
It kind of like bobbles.
Huh. Ooh,
And
I
as
put
you
the white
touch it, a small orb-shaped thing appears in the corner of the plate of glass,
Ooh.
and a square of text, you assume, with the black symbols, but a bunch of it appears near the mouth of this creature.
Hmm. Well, that doesn't help me in any way.
Any way we can decipher what this language might be?
We don't have anything to compare it to, except for the creature. That's the only context we have.
Yes, there is no
Well, I mean,
comparison.
Sort of have. I don't know.
We do not have enough information to decipher such a language. I sort of walk haphazardly towards the ripped open hole.
Okay.
Um,
Are you holding the? How are you holding the plate? The glass plate.
I'm holding it with two hands on either side of it,
Okay.
and I'm holding it out in front of me, like it's a window that I'm looking through.
Okay. As you walk to the end of the hall where the broken metal plate and look through, you see a kind of empty room through the quote unquote tablet as you like put it up to the metal plate.
I lower the plate. Do I still see an empty room?
No.
Oh. I look at one of the other plates with it.
Which there are 8 plates. The
I look at number 4.
okay. Number 4 is the one directly across from the broken one. It has also been broken. There is nothing inside.
I lower it.
It is lowered.
I look at number 5. No, yes, 5.
Okay. You see a man sitting in a well-appointed room. There are floor coverings, bookcases, furniture. The room is dark, and you can barely make out his face. He currently holds a book in one hand and a snifter in the other. Some kind of dark liquid inside of it. From behind him, out of the darkness, steps a giant, gangly man.
I am in front of my companions in a protective and aggressive stance.
You are only seeing this on a tiny video screen, apparently. Tiny video screen on a plate of glass.
Oh, right. Sorry, I'm distracted.
He puts
I'm like
his
doing
hand,
homework while I'm doing this. I'm like, what's happening?
Someone's dying. Me. That's who's dying. No. But you see the giant gangly man put his hand on the man's shoulder. The man goes limp as the gangly man leans down towards the apparently dead, paralyzed, comatose man. But his gaze suddenly snaps up and looks out towards you.
I lower the glass tablet quickly, and there's just like a pane of metal there,
Yes.
and then I slowly raise it back up.
There is a face very close up, skin stretched tight along very angular bones.
I
And you
whisper,
Can
you hear me?
You hear like a deep voice coming from the tablet thing, kind of muffled, kind of saying, "Yes."
And a good G-shre to you too, sir.
You kind of are you continuing to watch his watching you?
No,
Put away the
let's
tablet.
let's look at panel number 2.
Okay. Inside this quote-unquote cell is a naked man huddled in a corner, shaking. The walls of his white cell are covered in a crude map of some type. As you kind of do you look at the map at all, like to see maybe you recognize the layout of the city, or
Yes, I will. Do I recognize anything about this map?
make me a difficulty 5 intellect check.
I love
Intellect
difficulty 5
defense.
intellect checks.
Excuse
Intellect
me.
defense?
Intellect defense. Excuse me.
Is this mind control or mind fuckery?
I'm gonna
Mind
say
control is probably the better question. Is it mind control?
it's not mind control.
Right.
It is not making
Is
you do
this
something.
is this a thing where am I being manipulated?
That's a good question. It is not directly manipulating you. It is not trying to make you do something.
All right. So no difference to my role then. 5, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You might want to spend effort.
Oh, I guess I'll spend effort. No.
Well,
Oh dear. Um. So
Which takes me down to 6 intellect because I spent effort.
you. I know, and it wouldn't have mattered, but it could have not mattered, or it could have mattered. You never know. Um, you, P, and Kieran watch as Halim kind of disappears, and
uh,
the glass tablet kind of thunks to the ground.
I go over and pick it up. I'm gonna sweep it around, quickly glancing at each of the panels, not lingering on any of them too long. See if I see Halim.
You do not see Halim in any of them.
Oh, good.
Halim,
great.
Where am I?
you are suddenly. You feel like an intense pain in your chest. Like maybe one time you remember like someone punching you really hard directly, like in the sternum, and
No siree.
you're suddenly in the middle of a ballroom, and people
Ballroom
are
blitz!
dancing around you in some type of waltz-like thing. They're all wearing masks. There's some kind of music being played by a live band.
I'm nervous as I'm surrounded and I drop my javelins and I like quickly rake my hands through my hair and I'm like, I am underdressed. Why did I send that boy home with my hat?
You feel a tender touch on your shoulder.
Oh. I look.
There is a tall, ambiguously gendered person
Oh.
standing, long red hair.
Oh. Red hair is to me what cardigans with sleeves rolled up is to Brendan.
Um, and they look at you and say, "Have you come to join the party?"
It wasn't what I was looking for, but yes, I'm sorry. I bend down and pick up my javelins. I dropped my javelins. I dropped them. I dropped my javelins on the floor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Is this your first time in the city?
I think so. I don't know where I am. Which city?
The city.
Of course, the city. Been to a few. Which one is this?
Kind of looks at you quizzically. It's the only one there is.
Oh, the city! The definitive article. I'm sorry, I get nervous when I'm teleported, I say, looking around.
Kind of looks at you quizzically again. Teleported?
Moved without moving.
Do you need clothes?
Am I naked? I say as I look down.
You are differently dressed.
Yes, I'm sorry. I just came from work. I should probably get changed into something more formal.
Work?
Yeah, you know, the thing you do to earn food.
But food is free in the city.
Food's not free where I'm from, unfortunately.
He again looks at you quizzically. Where are you from?
It's a tough question, isn't it? Originally, I'm from the city of Bridges, but I've spent most of my last 12 years living out of a ship called the Ship. My adopted mother is the captain. She's a fish person.
He kind of nods at you and raises eyebrows at some of the things you say. And as you're kind of having this like slight small talk, you hear the music cuts abruptly and you hear like a cymbal crash. And then there's like horns of announcement.
Oh, who's coming in now?
And you see a familiar looking face.
Oh no, yes! Is it Murin's
Uh,
mate?
No.
Oh.
You
Oh no.
see a woman who, no, actually, you would not have ever met her. You actually might know who she is. You say a woman. Um, she has very tanned skin and dark hair. She's wearing very skimpy clothing, and she has a large necklace that has a sun on it.
Thought you were going to say a large vocal sack for a minute.
A large vocal sack, and
And I'm like, why is she skimpily clad?
she's turned into a sexy co.
Sexy co.
Um, yes,
So
Kieran would know who she is.
a tan woman with a sun necklace.
Hmm.
I say to my welcomer, my escort, who is that?
That is the Princess of the Sun.
She's so... She blows me away. Not that you
Wait.
yourself aren't
Wait,
attractive.
you said I would
but
know who this is?
I know
You
who she
had-
is now that Brandon's mentioned it.
You had a encounter with the Princess of the Sun by
Oh,
accident.
right. Right.
And her strange cyclopean bodyguards.
Yeah.
He leans down towards you. Yes, she travels here from a faraway land. Anyways, what are you, Halim? What are you, P, and Kieran doing?
Well, I think we have two choices. We can either see if we can keep going. You said that there's like an inner airlock door on the other side of this little chamber, or is it just the one?
It's the like a inner airlock door, like if you were in somewhere and then exiting through a airlock as opposed to entrancing the airlock.
Okay. So we can keep going, or we can hold the tablet up and see if that same thing happens to us.
What if he died, though?
Well, that's the gamble that we're taking.
I don't think it's worth it to be this close to the Purple Man and also Mirren's mate.
Okay. So in that case, can we get the other door open?
Yes, it is a simple, thing to unlock it.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So then
there
we'll
is
keep going and hope that Halim is still with us somewhere.
You say with you in spirit. Um, you enter another
At
brightly
least I
lit
didn't
hallway.
die this time.
Yeah. Did you think you were gonna die?
For a second.
Um,
Enter into the eternal party.
yeah. You see a second hallway, brightly lit. It continues on straight forward. You're at a T intersection. There are two um, airlock doors, one to the, let's see, that's north, east, and west.
Um. Hmm. Can we like see a little bit down?
If you look down the hallway, the hallway that leads north, it kind of um, like just progressively gets darker as you go down, as you would expect, but not really since it's so light in here. Um, there's a point in which your vision, it just looks like there's like a black wall.
Hmm.
Right. Might as well check these out while we're here. Maybe we'll find an answer to what was going on with Halim. I'm gonna need your help though, so we'll
Okay.
open those four-armed airlocks. Or you want to go east or west?
How about west?
Pick one.
We're going west. Let's go west.
Okay, we'll start with west.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You open the door, and inside is a rather small room. There is a console, um, kind of a mushroom kind of thing. It's kind of a stand, and then there's a flat circular disc um, that kind of slopes on the edges. There's screens and buttons on it. Um,
Hmm.
it seems to be powered down, though.
All right. I'm gonna go to it and see if bringing the glass plate toward it or in proximity to it has any effect.
The once little white square is no longer there, and the orb-like figure is gone as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna start smoking a cigarette while we wait.
You do have cigarettes. So yeah, you kind of look at this. There's a bunch of. Did you see the device that Halim had, the cylindrical device?
With the finger holes, yeah.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they did.
There's a lot of like same depressions on this thing. And there's also some larger holes where something would be inserted inside that.
Okay. The holes, what shape are they?
They're, a circle about the size of that thing Halim had.
Oh.
Suck it, bitches.
So we can't turn this on without Halim. And Halim has disappeared. We don't know where he's gone.
He's probably dead.
I like to think optimistically. I hope he's not dead.
Lost one. I can't lose another.
That'd be a good creed.
Would be. So, do you go east then?
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
there's anything we can do. Unless I start pressing random buttons, which I don't particularly want to do.
Your fingers are sliced off. Yeah, you head east, open the door. You come to what appears to be some kind of sleeping room, you guess. There are four pods that kind of are up against the wall. Two of them have skeletons inside of them. One is broken, and the other has a pale orange skinned four-armed thing inside of it. There is a locker type thing on one of the walls.
Anything inside it, or do I have to open it?
As you open it and look inside, there's some type of strange, like, four-armed coat, like 4 of them, and there are 3 control device things.
The little cylinders.
Yes, similar to the thing that Halim had.
All right. I guess let's take one of those and go back to the room across the hall and see what we can make of it.
You should take a coat.
All right, I'll take a coat.
You have a extremely long four-armed coat.
I will tuck 2 of the arms back into the coat so that they don't stick out.
Is it still really long on P?
Yes, it is on the ground, kind of like a wedding dress. Wedding train, I should say.
I can't believe that you're getting married already. At such a young age,
I give Kieran a withering look.
Withering look. That's good word there.
You head back into the quote-unquote control room. And
I will put the control device, the little thing with the depressions, in where it looks like it's supposed to go and see what happens.
There's kind of a odd mechanical sound, then a beep, and then the small screen fills up with black symbols on a green background, and then it disappears. Then it comes up with some kind of bar that fills, and then there's some kind of screen with options on it.
Let's hope that so these creatures, whatever they were, have not yet developed GUIs.
No. Apparently
Right.
not. They only
Well,
work in MDOS.
Gooey duck?
They only work on Fallout computers.
we're all out through the baby.
all right.
There
Well,
are
in that
4
case,
options.
4 options. We'll try the first option.
You press what you assume is the first option selector on the keypad. The first option is wonderfully selected, and you see a screen with a bunch of options. Like, they're all sequentially, you assume, listed.
Are they numbered at all, or?
You wouldn't be able to tell if they were numbered.
Well, if I saw 1 through 4 before and then the same symbols kind of repeated, I can assume that they're.
Yeah, you see the same, like, except for you see more than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess P goes over to Kieran and says, "Do you have anything to write with?" And she starts. If Kieran does.
Probably don't.
You should be able to work out a lot about their culture just by seeing how they display numbers, because you'll be able to work out. You just keep going down the list until you see one of the numbers repeated.
How they count.
And then you'll know if they're in like base 10, base 36.
Yeah. If they have 4 arms, I'm guessing they might be in base 20. Assuming if they have 5 fingers on each hand.
I have a sword I
but
can
there are
write
numbers.
with.
There are number systems on Earth that are base 12, and we aren't 12-fingered.
Yes,
Aboriginal
but
counting is base 20.
you kind of scroll down. It doesn't seem like anyone has any paper.
Well, 10 or 20 makes sense because we have 10 fingers and 10 toes.
Mm. Oh, it's actually you count to 10 in some of the Aboriginal languages using one arm.
Oh.
You, see some kind of symbol repeat. You assume some kind of base 20 system.
Woo!
All right.
And you know some kind of numbers.
You can now count.
Now we know some numbers. Okay, so this is some kind of a file directory. I let's see. I'll try the first option in this menu as well.
Okay. Not on the screen, but above the like in the flat portion of this console, above it appears towards your viewpoint, like a video screen, and you see a man with like light faded purple skin, rocking back and forth in a white room.
Is that him?
The angle is high up, so you only see like the top of his head and like his skin. He's kind of grabbing his head, and as you like try and look and see, it switches to the viewpoint of a familiar-looking creature digging in the dirt in this room. It kind of digs for a while, and you see it like dig down, it disappears, and then it comes through the ceiling and like falls, and kind of yelps. It switches back to the view that Halim was looking at of the strange gangly man. There's no one in the room.
So where he was now, there's just no one.
Yes. You're thinking this is in the past sometime?
Right. So this is like a recorded video of some
Yes.
kind.
And then there's just a blackness on the screen, and audio filters out of this like shitty speaker that's like near your fingers, like under the option ports, and you hear a male human scream, then a child's scream, then you hear like chains being drug across the floor, then you hear wrenching metal, and then the view changes, and it just shows a book on a pedestal, and then the video ends.
All right, I turn to Kieran. I think we found a directory of security footage.
Kieran is
Those
smoking a
words
cigarette.
make no sense in the
Which words?
context. No. They make like sense, but they wouldn't make sense to your characters.
No, probably not.
What is security footage, and what is a directory of?
Well, you'd have an idea possibly of a directory if you've had some
I feel like if we've explored,
librarian discipline.
yeah.
I mean, there's a reason we're talking in English and not some made-up future language from 100 billion years in the future. But
I seem
Numenera.
to have found a magical archive of
past experience.
past experiences. There we go.
Was that so hard, Ryan?
I'm
Yes, I
sorry.
can
I'm
imagine.
sorry that you're not immersed, Raymond.
I know. Immerse me.
Past Orama.
Past Orama. All of these. I'm gonna. Am I back to the menu?
Yes.
All right. I'm
We
going
can go
to.
through them, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna just play the first one again. Select the first option and see if I see the same video.
Yeah, you see the faded, uh, purpley skinned person kind of on the ground.
Shaking. You said.
Yeah, kind of shaking and upset. It switches. It seems to switch faster, um, and then you see the trencher doing its digging in the ground and falling through the ceiling. Um, but this time, when you see the gangly man's room, he's in the room,
Oh.
and he's sitting in the chair. He doesn't fit in the chair. Like he's probably 7.5 feet tall.
And the chair
Which is
looks
like
like it's
2 meters.
made for a normal sized person.
Yes. Kind of he's like touching his knees. And his face kind of, imagine like Nosferatu, but less vampiric. Um, like just like moves weird, um, just looks kind of dead. His head kind of turns towards the corner where your viewpoint is, and he kind of uh, locks gazes with you.
I clear my throat and I say, "Who are you?"
He kind of pushes himself up, and you just hear him like mumbling something to himself as he like disappears into like a dark corner of the room.
Hmm.
Numenera. Halim, what are you doing?
Um, I turn to my red-headed friend and say, you said that there was a place I could change.
A place? I have clothes. Oh, are you embarrassed? We have some who are often embarrassed by their physical forms.
Oh no, I'm not embarrassed, I say as I undo the quick clips on my breastplate and it falls to the ground.
He kind of opens his like jacket. He's wearing like a
Look at my
green long
rippling
jacket.
muscles.
And he reaches like into um, a pocket and pulls out a like full suit of clothing, and he kind of shakes it out, and he goes, "I
Huh,
believe this will fit you."
a neat trick, I say as I unclip my boots and unbuckle my pants.
You hear some like titters and giggles.
I kick off my boots and pull down my pants, and I'm standing stark naked in the middle of this ballroom.
Most people seem to be ignoring you, just caught up in the dance.
I look around and I'm like, no one, really?
There's a few titters. No one's particularly interested in you. They're all kind of, as you kind of scan the room. It's hard to see anyone's face because they are wearing masks. They're kind of pretty,
Yeah.
like in an odd way. Like, we are all beautiful people.
I have arrived in the court of the Deva, my least
The
favorite vampire clan.
trumpets sound again, interrupting the music. This time without the cymbal crash.
Quickly pull some pants on.
Um, and you hear presenting his most highly respected king, ruler of the land. There's some long list of titles. The Ochre Monarch.
Ochre?
And, yes. See a man in a kind of ochre robe, kind of orangey red robe that kind of goes over his head, and he has like a mask on his face that is just eyes and a smile.
That's not terrifying at all.
And he kind of waves into the crowd, kind of disappears. It's kind of hard to see where he's gone.
I pull on my shirt.
Do you know how to dance?
I have been known to cut a rug.
Oh. Excuse me for my rudeness. I am Evian.
I am Halim Deep Swimmer. Of the Deep Swimmers.
And if there's a silence, oh, I'm not familiar. My apologies.
No trouble. New money and all that.
As you're kind of talking to Evian, you feel like a presence behind you, and you see
Turn around.
Evian not fall to his knees, but like kneel down on the ground, and you hear him like mumble, "My king." And
I turn around and look at this king and make a show of bowing.
Yeah, the Ochre Monarch is standing behind you, kind of with his arms just kind of like limply at the sides. His hands, you didn't see before because you couldn't see very well over the crowd, are like covered in silver gauntlets.
Hmm.
And they kind of like make this strange like metal on metal noise as he like moves his fingers. They're fingered gauntlets. As opposed to some kind of mitten. He's wearing giant mitten gauntlets.
He's not wearing tournament armor.
Yes. Haha! And you hear a voice kind of bubble up around you.
It's not weird and disconcerting at all.
You are not from here.
I am not Ochre Monarch. I am from another place.
You are from. And he kind of lifts his head, and you can kind of see. You barely get a glimpse of his like neck, and you can see like just like scarred, burned flesh.
It's not troubling at all.
And he says, "You are from the world where the Princess of the Sun has come from."
Am I? Perhaps that explains why I was so drawn to her. She's quite a looker.
How did you come to be here?
Good question. Been asking myself that for the first few seconds that I arrived, and then I got sort of wrapped up in the whole getting naked in the middle of a ballroom thing. Was walking down a hallway, looked through a piece of glass that seemed to make a wall transparent. There was a map
Ah,
inside the room, and then I was here.
he kind of reaches out towards you. Are you going to move out of the way or anything?
I just say, "Oh, what are you doing there,
You
my
can feel
liege?"
like pain as his finger starts to burrow its way into your shoulder.
I roll my shoulder back. It's kind of uncomfortable.
He says, "Do you want to go home?"
I mean, where's home, really? You know, I've heard people say home is where the heart is, home is where you leave your hat, but I gave my hat
You
away
feel
a minute
your
ago.
throat kind of catch as he stares at you, and he's like, "Silence.
Oh.
I nod.
Do you want to go home, or do you want to stay here?" And you
Home.
notice that the music has stopped playing, and everyone is looking at you.
Way to ruin the party.
I try to bend down to pick up my stuff as I say, home, please?
You feel the immense pain on your chest again,
Yeah,
um,
fuck my gear, I don't need it.
as you like quickly pick up your javelins, and you guys hear a like extremely loud crashing noise. Take 3 might damage, Halim, as you crash through worlds and into one of the plates. Um,
Is all my other stuff about me, or do I just have javelins and a suit now?
you have whatever was yours
Okay,
and the
sweet.
fancy suit.
Well, I guess
Are you
this'll go with
okay?
my fancy hat.
Yeah, I guess we'll run to check and see if what the hell that was.
You see Halim crumpled on the floor. Um, a severe hole in the center of like the strange clothing he is wearing, as his breastplate and other gear is kind of strewn around him.
Halim, are you all right?
I've been worse.
What
Where
happened?
were you?
You disappeared.
Oops.
A ballroom.
You were at a ballroom?
Yeah, there was a ballroom. And the Princess of the Sun was there, and oh my god, she was stunning. Just a vision.
As you kind of think on these memories, they kind of start to slowly fade. And the only thing you can remember is the face of the Ochre Monarch.
Damn! That's the exact opposite to the face I wanted to remember.
Kieran and I have found some sort of magic archive of the past, but it changed when we watched a second time. There was that figure, the elongated, skinny figure, sitting in a room.
Just so we are all aware, we have lost Raymond. So
Oh, Are we still recording?
It
Yes.
still says live, so it makes a recording to his YouTube channel. So
Yeah. I did not notice that he dropped out. Well, out of character, I think now that we've recovered Halim, we should get the hell away from here as fast as possible.
probably.
But we still needed. I just don't know where to go because it's like a labyrinth.
I'm. I don't know.
You are a little bit robot-y.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're going out
You are a lot robot-y.
Alright.
We're not getting much of what you say.
Oh, goodness. Zeep, zop, boobly bop is what we got from that.
I think that my brother's downloads might have started.
Ah,
Step into the other room.
yes, so, labyrinthine weirdness. You don't know where to go.
This is what we get for ducking into a sewer with no way of determining how to get to our destination.
You do have a northward passageway that ends in a dark, strange-looking wall.
Right. All right. Well, now that, like I said, now that we don't have to worry about where the hell Halim went, I'd say let's go right now. I want out of here.
Okay.
We need to find Mirren's mate.
Well, ostensibly we're heading toward the sanctuary of the eye.
We hope.
We hope.
Yes. So, you go down the hallway that goes north.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright. You head down the hallway that goes north, and at some point, you're not sure when or where or how, you are suddenly in the brick-like dark stone of the normal area again, no longer in the strange silvery metallic place. As you look behind you, you don't see it. In front of you is a crumbling, broken wall with a small slit in it that you can see through.
All right. I'm gonna sneak up to it and sort of peer through it.
You kind of see a long bearded man in a orange and yellow robe, kind of looking at something. And as he steps away, you see what looks like a human-headed centipede
Oh,
that's kind of huge, and you hear him faintly say, "Killing them hasn't solved the problem of what you predicted. If you can't tell us more, we'll have to kill you." And that is where we will end this session.
Gasp.
I don't think I accomplished my short-term goal.
What was your short-term goal?
Find an entrance to the sanctuary.
This is an entrance to the sanctuary.
It's a kind of entrance.
It's a shitty wall that can easily be broken through.
What about mine, which was find Mirren's mate?
Well, assuming the giant centipede with a human head is Mirren's mate, then
We have,
probably,
in fact, found her.
yes, in fact, found her, them, they, him,
Yes,
it. No
it.
one knows.
The Zenth.
All
general.
right. So that's how many experience points is that?
1.
Yeah, level up time.
I forgot to mark experience for failing all those times.
Wait, do
Wait,
we
get
mark
experience
No,
for failing?
I'm thinking of a different thing. Never
Thinking
mind.
of
Yeah,
Dungeon World.
that's Dungeon World.
I'm thinking of Dungeon World. Don't mind me. I'm
What
just an
else
idiot.
do we get experience for?
You get experience,
Creed.
let's see. Yes, for Creed. For
Well,
any
yes.
long-term goals.
Well, I mean, like in this session, we discovered
We'll
some
get
things.
to that. We'll get to that once we get through everyone's short-term goals and long-term goals and creeds. Then we'll talk about experience because it's going to be a bit.
Okay, I did not do any of my long-term goals, but I guess the only my creed is the only person you can really count on is yourself. Don't expect help from others. Could we make the argument that P sort of took charge of things after Halim vanished?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so that's 1.
Yes, that is 1.
Cool. Very cool.
Okay, so let's see. For experience, you all can have 1 experience for advancing said plot. You can have 1 experience for finding and beating the trencher. And then, let's see, Ryan, you can have 1 experience for pushing the, digging around investigation.
Okay.
And Halim, you can have an experience point for failing that roll and going to the city
Yes.
and meeting the Ochre Monarch. Oh, he's so cute.
Fuck the Ochre Monarch. Well, no, actually. Fuck the Princess of the Sun.
He might be real sexy. It just might be his face is burnt, but he has a real sexy body.
Good for him. He didn't make a striking entrance. He made a creepy entrance.
That's true. He's a big creep. Alright, well, I think that is everything, unless anyone has anything else to say.
No, I think it was good. Farewell from the past. I'm Raymond.